What's up, everybody? It's Joe from the Acceptable Casualties. Got a little something in the mail the other day. I was going to do an unboxing video, but I kind of got excited and I started opening it and putting it together myself. But I figured, you know what? You guys probably still want to see it anyway. So here it is, Test of Honor. Back in a second. Open this puppy up. Take a look to see what it's all about. Alright, everybody. So we're back. Here it is, Test of Honor, the new Skirmish Samurai game that just came out for Warlord, from Warlord Games. Gotta be honest, pretty good value for what you get. For 50 bucks, you get like 35 miniatures, you get the rule book, like a scenario book, a whole bunch of tokens, like bases, a full deck of cards that have all the stats for all your warriors, like special things on it as far as like items and stuff. It's a pretty cool package for what you get in here. So let's just kind of open it up. So yeah, box art is really nice for it. And it's like that for most of the models too. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. So that's what we're looking at here for box art. In the package itself, you get a couple buildings, some stone walls. I'll pop that one out. For like the different scenarios and stuff like that. So you get like a burned out one, a regular one for like a temple, it looks like over here. And looks like you said you get 3 of those. You also get some walls and stuff down there for when you're setting up and playing the games. It all fits into the scenarios. Right here, it's all the cardboard tokens and everything that you get with it. I think I had it upside down. Let's take a look here. So yeah, so you got the items, some more hedges and walls down there. Some blood tokens. It looks like you also have some other tokens for your samurai and your regular like Yari, spearman, and bowman. They're also double-sided. I think like yeah, the other objective ones down here, they're numbered on the back, and then the blood tokens count as a 1 and 2 token as well. Some of the other ones are double-sided as well. So all these play really well. If you played Bolt Action before, I just glanced through the rulebook. I haven't had a chance to play yet, but there's like the random activation where you put like your tokens inside a bag and you pull it out to see who goes. So it has a pretty cool dynamic to it for that. Some other stuff that you get in here as well. You get like this full stack. Let me pull all this out over here. Probably could organize this a little bit better before I started this up. So yeah, you get a full stack of cards here. So there's like a bow upgrade, but you also get them for so like your different guys. Like here's a sergeant of archery. So the card gives you like the full stat line. Their whole story, how many points there are when you build your list, everything that goes with it. So like there's a full stack of all of those units for both armies that you're going to get in the starter box, as well as some other kinds of cards like what do we got here, like Debt Owed, and like there's a bunch of like little scenario cards. Here's some dishonor ones down here, just in case if you're not a very honorable samurai, there's some penalties that incur when you do that. So let's get the cards out of the way. So yeah, full deck of cards, whole bunch of stuff, and it's really nice. The art for it is really cool looking. I like it a lot. Here's some of the triple bases that you get, because you can run your spearmen and archers in like large units. And I'll show you guys the models for those in a second. You get 2 books. One's going to be your main rule book, and then this one's going to be your battle guide that you get. This has like there's like a 6 mission like battle scenarios that you play through. Time tells like a story between 2 clans. It's pretty cool. And like I said, it gradually builds up. It's not like a full-on battle. The first one, you gradually build things up. Down here, the sprues. The sprues are from War Games Factory. If you guys haven't used them before, I haven't either. But I have heard like mixed things as far as good and bad. I've put some together already. And I will say this, they will test your patience. There's a lot of cool stuff on here. The models are actually pretty detailed as far as what you get once you put them together, but man, they can be a real nightmare with some of the thinner, smaller pieces, and they're really fiddly. But I'll get to that in a second. I'm going to show you guys the models in a minute that I built. You also get like a stack of bases for your, I think these are regular like 25 mil bases down here, like I said, to go with the big triple bases. They also give you instructions for samurai. So you get like, yeah, the samurai instructions to build like all the generic builds, or you can mix and match, put your own together. Also for the missile troops, so your archers. You also get musket guys in here too, which is pretty cool. Then down here, yeah, just for your spear, your regular spear troops, like your Yari. So you get the assembly guys for all of those. Like I said, they go together pretty easily. It's just the pieces are so fiddly. Oh, you also get some dice down here, but it's dice. It's not that exciting. So I can take you guys to some of the models down here that I ended up putting together. So as you guys can see, let me pull up some of the decent ones. They're not snap fit or anything like that, so you can get some pretty dynamic poses. They look pretty cool too. I mean, like they're not a bad model. It's just they're really, really, really flimsy in certain places, like the swords, the hands that they go directly in the swords. You have to place them, so they take a little bit of cleaning out for some of the hands because the swords don't go directly in. The the arms. Some of them, let me get somebody out here who actually holds a spear. Here we go. So yeah, so somebody's holding the spear. The arm sets on the sprue, I mean, they don't come lined up with the actual set. So there was a couple times when I was building these where I'd have the arms set ready to put on the model, and then when I put them on there, they're all wonky looking. So then I have to pull the arm off the model and then find another one that matches on the sprue because they're not like next to each other. They weren't a pleasure to put together. And if you read on the forums and you look around, you're going to see that a lot of people had some issues with them. They do take a little bit longer because of the amount of stuff that they do have on them. I mean, like they are pretty cool, like as far as the amount of detail. They'd just be a bit of a nightmare to put together in certain places. And everything's different, like the helmets and stuff, like you place with kind of like a little crest that you want on them. You got the little flags and everything. I'm not, I say like the flags and stuff like that. I'm not up on the lingo for samurai stuff. I love the way everything looks and like the theme of it all, but yeah, I'm not Mr. Samurai by any means as far as knowing the names for everything. Another thing to be said too, I'm probably gonna end up playing this game for the campaign and stuff for the channel. I mean, there's nothing else. I'll just go back to models for the campaign. Through the 6 missions over here, probably before I paint all of these up. So that's something to keep an eye out for. I'm probably gonna start playing next week. And something to be said too, like the rules for this are super, super simple, which is kind of nice. So I know for me, and I guarantee it's like that for you a lot of you out there, you guys probably have a lot of friends who either A, don't war game or aren't interested in getting into a war game. But maybe you guys like playing like board games or stuff like that. And that's the case with my wife. I know like she not hates, but she has like no interest in wargaming at all. But I showed her this and I showed her the rule book and stuff like that. And she's willing to give it a try. It's kind of cool too because the rule book, it's only like 10 pages. It's not very intimidating at all as far as the rules go, which is kind of awesome. So you can get somebody to, jump in, roll some dice, get a game done in 45 minutes, and you might get them hooked. It's only a $50 purchase, so you're not like making a big investment. And if you have somebody and you're jonesing to get a game in, this is an easy one to get somebody to come over, roll some dice, or just have like a beer and hang out and just hang out, just roll dice and play like a really simple game. And aesthetically too on the table, you can get it's only 3x3 table I think when you play. So you can build a really, really nice table for like under $100 as far as buildings and everything else go, with like cherry blossom trees and everything else. And you can build like a really cool table. You might be able to sink the teeth and set the hook on somebody who doesn't war game and get them into it relatively cheap. And this seems like it's a really, really good way to do it. I think Warlord really hit it out of the park with the package that they put together. The rules seem really simple, but also really tight for what the game is. You get 35 models for $50 plus rules and tokens. Like it's a really good package deal. Really worth checking out. I would suggest it. And from what I've read from people who've played it so far, it seems like it's a really, really good bargain. Everybody seems to be having a ton of fun playing it. So we're going to add it to the channel. I'm going to get these guys painted up, test the honor, keep an eye out for it, and be coming to Acceptable Casualties fairly soon. So thanks for watching. Keep an eye out for the battle reports, and I'll catch you guys later.